Hello viewers, in my previous video I have explained up to number 6 of 12a and today I am starting from number 7. Here the question is, area of a circle is 49 times the area of another circle with radius 3 cm. Find the radius of the bigger circle. Now here two circles I have drawn. This is the bigger circle and this is the smaller circle. In case of bigger circle, suppose radius is r1 which we have to calculate, and in case of smaller circle radius is r2 which is given as 3 cm. As given in the question, area of the bigger circle is 49 times area of the smaller circle. So we have written area of first circle is 49 times area of the second circle. In the first circle radius is r1, so area of the first circle will be pi r1 square equals to area of the second circle into 49, and here in the second case radius is r2, so we can write pi r2 square into 49. r1 square is pi r2 square into 49, and this pi we have shifted here. This pi and this pi cancels, so we got r1 square is r2 square into 49. As given in the question, r2 is 3 cm, so we can write r1 square is 3 square into 49. So r1 square is 3 square into 7 square. So r1 will be root over 3 square into 7 square. So r1 will be 3 into 7. 3 7 ja 21. So radius of the bigger circle will be 21 cm, and that's the answer. In question number 8 it is given the sum of the radii of two circles is 7 cm and the difference of their circumferences is 8 cm. Find the circumferences of the circles. So that means two circles are there and 7 cm is the sum of the radii of the circles and difference of their circumferences is 8 cm, and we have to find the circumferences of the circles. Suppose this is the first circle whose radius is r1 and this is the second circle whose radius is r2 and r1 is greater than r2. So we have to write let r1 and r2 be the radii of two circles where r1 is greater than r2. Now in the question it is given sum of the radii of two circle is 7, so r1 plus r2 will be 7, so r1 will be 7 minus r2. Let it be equation number 1. Clear this part? Now again it is given the difference in their circumferences. Now we know circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, and as we have considered radius r1 is greater than radius r2, so we can write 2 pi r1 minus 2 pi r2 equals to 8, because difference in their circumferences is given as 8 cm. From here we can take 2 pi common, it will be r1 minus r2 equals to 8. So 2 instead of pi we can write 22 by 7 is r1 minus r2 equals to 8. So r1 minus r2 equals to 8, and if I cross multiply, 7 will be in the numerator, 2 and 22 will be in the denominator. Now if I cancel 22 by 2 we got 11 here. If I cancel 8 by 2 I got 4. Again this 2 and 4 can be cancelled, so we got here 2. So r1 minus r2 equals to 2 into 7 by 11. Now we know r1 is 7 minus r2, so if we replace this r1 with this value 7 minus r2, we are going to get 7 minus r2 minus r2 equals to 2 into 7 by 11. 7 minus r2 equals to 14 by 11. Now 7 minus 2r2, 7 minus r2, it will be minus 2r2 equals to 14 by 11. So minus 2r2 equals to 14 by 11, and if I shift 7 in the other side it will be minus 7. So minus 2r2, here I have taken 11 because it is 7 by 1. LCM of 11 and 1 is 11. So 11 divided by 11 is 1. 1 into 14, 14 minus 11 divided by 1 is 11. 11 into 7, 77. So minus 2r2 equals to minus 63. 14 minus 77 is minus 63 by 11. So 2r2 equals to 63 by 11. I have multiplied both sides by minus, so this minus will cancel. So r2 equals to 63 divided by 11, and these two if I transfer it will be 11 into 2. So we got r2 equal to 63 by 22 centimeter. Now in equation number 1 we got r1 is 7 minus r2. So R1 equals to 7 minus R2. Instead of R2, we can write 63 by 22. Here it is 7 by 1. So if I take the LCM, it will be 22. 22 into 7, 154 minus 63. If I subtract, it will be 91 by 22. So R1 is 91 by 22 centimeter and R2 is 63 by 22 centimeter. But in the question it is given, we have to find the circumference of the circles. So the circumference of the first circle is 2 pi R1. R1 we got 91 by 22. So 2 into 22 by 7 into 91 by 22. Now if I cancel 91 by 7, 7 13 ja 91. And this 22 and this 22 can be cancelled. So we got 2 into 13, that is 26 centimeter is the circumference of the first circle. And in case of second circle, circumference of the second circle is 2 pi R2. And R2 we got 63 by 22. So 2 into 22 by 7 into 63 by 22. This 22 can be cancelled. 7 9 dash 63. So we got 2 into 9 and 2 into 9 is 18. So circumference of the first circle is 26 and circumference of the second circle is 18 centimeters. And that's the answer. In question number 9, it is given that a steel wire, when bent in the form of a square, encloses an area of 121 centimeter square. If the same wire is bent in the form of a circle, then find the area of the circle. As given in the question, a steel wire, when bent in the form of a square, encloses an area of 121 centimeter square. If the same wire is bent in the form of a circle, then we have to find the area of the circle. Suppose here radius is r and here each side is x. So we can write here like this. Let r centimeter be the radius of the circle and x centimeter be the side of the square. Now according to the question, it is given that the area of the square is 121 centimeter square. So we can write area of the square is 121 centimeter square. We know area of the square is side square. Here each side is x. So x square is 121. So x square equal to 121. Therefore x equal to root over 121 and root over 121 is 11. Therefore side of the square is 11 centimeter. Now as it is given, this wire is bent in the form of a circle. That means perimeter of the square must be equal to the circumference of the circle. Now we have to calculate the perimeter of the square. Now perimeter of the square is 4 into x, that is 4 into 11, because we got x equal to 11, so that is 44 centimeter. So perimeter of the square is 44 centimeter, or we can say the length of the wire is 44 centimeter. Now this wire is bent in the form of a circle, so circumference of this circle must be equal to the perimeter of the square. Therefore circumference equals to 44 centimeter. Circumference formula is 2 pi r is 44. So 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 44. So r will be 44 into 7. If I cross multiply, 7 will be in the numerator, 2 and 22 will be in the denominator. If I cancel, 22 2 ja 44 and this 2 and this 2 can be cancelled. So we are left with r equal to 7 centimeter. And as we have to find the area of the circle, therefore area of the circle is pi r square. Pi is 22 by 7 into r square. So it will be 7 into 7. 1 7 is cancelled. We are left with 22 into 7, that is 154 centimeter square. And that's the answer. In question number 10, it is given a horse is placed for grazing inside a rectangular field 40 meter by 36 meter and is tethered to one corner by a rope 14 meter long. Over how much area can it graze? Suppose this is a rectangular field whose length is 40 meter and breadth is 36 meter. A horse is placed for grazing inside this one in such a way that the length of the rope is 14 meters. So this rope is 14 meter and the horse is placed at one corner. So definitely this is the part of the field where horse can graze. This is the part. So since this is 1/4 of a circle, because if I consider this is a circle, this part is 1/4, and we know area of a circle is pi r square. So area of this part will be pi r square by 4. Clear? So now here the length of the rope is 14. So here length of the rope we can consider this to be R is 14 meter. Therefore the area of the field where horse can graze it will be 1/4 of pi r square. As I told you, this part is pi r square by 4. So 1/4 of pi r square 1 by 4 into pi is 22 by 7 into r square. Here radius is 14, so it will be 14 into 14. Now 7 2 ja 14. With this 2 I can cancel 4, I will get 2, and with this 2 I can cancel 22, I will get 11. So we got 11 into 14. So 11 into 14 is 154. That means 154 meter square is the area of the field where horse can graze. I hope this one is clear. So since only in this part horse can graze, we have to find the area of this part, and this part is nothing but 1/4 of a circle. So we have used the formula pi r square by 4. In question number 11 it is given a circular track is 4.5 centimeter wide. The inner and outer circumferences are in the ratio 4:7. Find the radius of the inner track. Let R1 and R2 be the radii of the inner and outer circles, and as given in the question, the width of the track is 4.5 meters. So R1 is the radius of the inner part, so R2 will be R1 plus 4.5 because this part is 4.5, so R1 plus 4.5 will give R2. So we have written here, let R1 meter and R2 meter be the radii of the inner and outer circles. Width of the track as given in the question, it is 4.5 meter, and R2 will be R1 plus 4.5, so we can write R2 equals to R1 plus 4.5 meter. According to the question, ratio of the circumferences, so this circumference is to outer one is given as 4:7. So circumference of the inner circle is to circumference of the outer circle is 4:7. Now 2 pi can be cancelled. We are left with R1 is to R2 is 4:7. So we can write R1 by R2 is 4/7. Now we know R2 is R1 plus 4.5. R2 is R1 plus 4.5. So instead of R2 we can write R1 plus 4.5. So ultimately we got R1 by R1 plus 4.5 equals to 4/7. Now if I cross multiply, 7 into R1 will be equals to 4 into R1 plus 4.5. 7 R1 is 4 R1 plus 4 into 4.5, 18. So 7 R1 minus 4 R1 equals to 18. 7 R1 minus 4 R1, it will be 3 R1 is 18. Therefore R1 equals to 18 by 3, and 18 by 3 is 6. Therefore radius of the inner circle is 6 meters. In question number 12, first part, it is given that a racetrack is in the form of a ring whose outer circumference is 440 meter and the width of the track is 7 meter. Find the area of the track. Let R1 meter and R2 meter be the radii of the inner and outer circles, and as given in the question, the circumference of the outer circle is 440 meter and width of the track is 7 meters. Clear? So R1 is the radius of the inner circle, R2 is the radius of the outer circle, circumference of the outer circle is given as 440 and the width is 7 meters. Now what we have to find? We have to find the area of this track. So that means only this part's area is to be calculated. Clear? Now as given in the question, circumference of the outer circle is 440. So we can write 2 pi R2 is 440. 2 pi is 22 by 7 into R2 is 440. So R2 will be 440. 7 will be in the numerator. 2 and 22 will be in the denominator after cross multiplying. So if I cancel by 22, 22 1 ja 22, 22 2 ja 44, that means 20 here. Again 2 and 20 can be cancelled, we got 10. So R2 will be 10 into 7, that is 70 meters. Clear? So R2 we got 70 meter, and we know R1 plus 7, R1 plus 7 is R2. So we can write here R1 plus 7 is 70, as we got R2 is 70. So R1 will be 70 minus 7, that is R1 is 63. That means from here to here it is 63, and from here to outside. That means radius of the outer circle is 70 and radius of the inner circle is 63. Now we have to find the area of the track. For this, what we have to do? We have to subtract the area of the inner circle from the area of the outer circle. And we know area of a circle is pi r square. So area of the track will be area of the outer circle minus area of the inner circle. We know the radius of the outer circle is r2. So pi r2 square minus pi r1 square. Pi common. So r2 square minus r1 square. Pi is 22/7. r2 square is 70 square minus 63 square. Now we know a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So 22/7. 70 plus 63 is 133. 70 minus 63 is 7. This 7 and this 7 can be cancelled. So we are left with 22 and 133. If these two are multiplied, we will get 2926 meter square. So that's the area of the track. I hope this one is clear. Now I will do the next part of question number 12. In second part of question number 12, it is given that a racetrack is in the form of a ring whose inner circumference is 352 and the outer circumference is 396. Find the width of the track. Let r1 meter and r2 meter be the radii of the inner and outer circles. As given in the question, circumference of the inner circle is 352 and we know circumference is 2 pi r1. So 2 pi r1 is 352. 2 into 22/7 into r1 is 352. So r1 equals to 352, and if I cross multiply, 7 will be in the numerator, 2 and 22 will be in the denominator. If I cancel by 11, I am going to get 2 here. If I cancel by 11, I am going to get 3 11 ja 33, 22, it will be 32. Again, if I cancel by 2, I am going to get 16 here. Okay, so we got r1 equals to 16 into 7 by 2. 16 into 7 by 2. Again, 2 and 16 can be cancelled. We got 8. Therefore, r1 is 7 into 8. That is 56 meter. Okay, so radius of the inner circle is 56. Again, in the question it is given the circumference, outer circumference is 396. So outer circumference 2 pi r2 is 396. 2 into 22/7 into r2 is 396. So r2 equals to 396 into 7. 2 into 22 will be in the denominator. If I cancel by 11, 11 2 ja 11, 3 11 ja 33, 66. So it will be 36. Clear? So I have cancelled 22 by 11. I got 2. I have cancelled 396 by 11. I got 36. Again, if I cancel 2 and 36, I will get 18. So r2 equals to 18 into 7 by 2. Cancel 18 and 2. You are going to get 9. So r2 will be 7 9 ja 63 meter. Therefore, width of the track. So how to calculate width? It will be r2 minus r1. r2 we got 63 and r1 we got 56. So therefore, width of the track is r2 minus r1, that is 63 minus 56, that is 7 meter. I hope this sum is clear, and that's all for today. In my next video, I'm going to show from question number 13 onwards. Okay, take care, bye bye.